Coming up on Mountain News this morning, a Kentucky congressman announced his campaign to become Kentucky's next senator. And this week, a judge decided where the trial of Amber Spradlin's murder will be while we still wait on an official date.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning and a happy Wednesday to you, Mountain family. I'm Amelia Lee. It is April 23rd and it's 5 o'clock this morning, which means it's time to bring on in meteorologist Megan Dusmall for a look at that forecast. And Megan, again, I was very disappointed when I woke up this morning to see fog. I don't know what we call it on my car.
Yeah, a little bit of that condensation
dew
on your windshield. Yeah,
yes.
the dew.
It was disturbing.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. You know, you have to wipe the windshield a couple of times, get that off. But the good news is we're going to warm up as we head to the afternoon, and temperatures tonight will be a little bit warmer, so maybe you won't see that as you head out tomorrow. Here's something that you do need to know as you're going out the door. We do have another round of some fog. This will mainly be for our southern counties today, seeing some dense fog as you travel towards Jacksboro. We'll continue to watch those clouds rolling in today, but we do have a chance of rain in the forecast, especially for our southern counties. Let's talk about temperatures, because right now it's going to be a little bit of a cooler start to your day. We're mainly talking 40s and 50s. Normally this time of year we're in the low 50s, so we're a little bit cooler for some counties. High temperatures of the day will be well above average, though, as we remain in the upper 70s and low 80s. Here's how the next couple hours will play out. We'll see those temperatures warming up, hitting a high around 5 o'clock, seeing those slight chances of rain throughout the morning, afternoon, and evening hours. Amelia.
Thanks, Megan. Yesterday, Kentucky's 6th District Congressman Andy Barr officially announced his run for Mitch McConnell's U.S. Senate seat after much speculation from political leaders across the Commonwealth and the U.S. Several other Republicans and Democrats said they're running or considering it. Madison Carmouche was at Barr's campaign kickoff in Richmond.
Congressman Andy Barr was joined by friends, family, and colleagues as he announced his candidacy for Kentucky's soon-to-be vacant U.S. Senate seat.
I'm Andy Barr, and I'm running for the United States Senate to help this president save our country.
Congressman Barr says he believes his experience as a U.S. congressman, an 8th-generation Kentuckian, and a father will help him as a U.S. senator.
I'm a man who loves my family and friends, who lives and breathes everything Kentucky. Bourbon, horses, and Kentucky basketball.
Congressman Barr says he will continue to fight for Kentucky's economy while aiding the president.
In the Senate, I'll fight every day to stop spending money on programs we don't need with money we don't have.
Congressman Barr also took time on the podium to speak up against transgender women in sports and diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives.
My message for these insane DEI initiatives is pretty simple. D-I-E.
Barr says his 3 children are a driving factor for his campaign, with his youngest daughter introducing his speech.
I want them to know I did everything I could to leave this country better off for my kids and yours.
In Richmond,
God bless the Commonwealth of Kentucky, and God bless the United States of America.
Madison Carmouche, WKYT.
On social media, Representative Barr also shared support from members of Congress, including Representatives Steve Scalise and Elise Stefanik. In a statement from the Kentucky Democratic Party chair, Coleman Elridge said Representative Barr, quote, managed to launch his U.S. Senate campaign with a 2-minute video that grovels for Trump's endorsement and ignores the very real problems Kentuckians face every day, end quote. Fellow Congressman Hal Rogers provided a statement backing Barr's decision to run for Senate. He says, quote, I am proud to support my friend Andy Barr to be our next United States Senator. I have no doubt that Andy Barr will fight every day to protect Eastern Kentucky and Kentucky coal in the Senate. Kentuckians can count on Andy to have our back and always do what's right, end quote. The 3 men charged in connection to the death of Amber Sprdlin appeared in court yesterday as the judge responded to an attorney's request for a speedy trial. M.K. McKinney, Michael McKinney, and Joshua Mullins appeared at the Floyd County Justice Center, where Judge Eddie Coleman said he is considering setting the trial date for December 1st. A change of venue was also approved, moving the trial and future hearings to Pike County. Commonwealth Attorney Brent Turner says he was hoping for a trial date early next year, but he is rallying to get everything prepared for whenever the judge chooses.
I wouldn't rule that out. I'm just saying from our perspective, if that's what we think the time frame is going to be, we're going to get ready like that's the date. And if something changes, then we would obviously take that up with the judge at appropriate time.
The men will appear in Pike County for a pre-trial hearing in July. A firefighter was hurt battling a house fire yesterday afternoon in Harlan on South Main Street. Officials say a firefighter was taken to the hospital but has since been released with a sprained shoulder. No other injuries were reported. The cause of the fire has not yet been released. If you drove past the McDonald's on the bypass in Hazard yesterday, you might have noticed a giant chicken out front. That's Big Cluck. You can see him right there, the mascot, helping launch McDonald's brand new chicken strips. The Hazard and Whitesburg locations are offering them early before the nationwide release on April 29th. Regional supervisor for the 2 stores, Sean Stamper, says the strips are a permanent menu item and a crispier upgrade from the tenders that disappeared during the pandemic.
Big Cluck will be around outside, clucking their way around until we get in the fryer, and then just meeting and greeting customers out here. We just want to make it something fun, exciting.
The strips come with a new chili smoky sauce, and Stamper says they're available all day after 10:30, including on the late night menu. Now, our Caroline Mueller did try those chicken strips. She says they were great, so happy for her that she got to spend her day with Cluck. It's now 5:06, and thanks for getting your day started with us here on Mountain News this morning. When we return, more communities are trying simple ways to reduce flooding, help the environment, and brighten up the neighborhood.
And temperatures are warming back up into the 80s today.